I don't miss Siva. I miss my apartment.
And this?
My apartment.
Okay.
I miss my apartment. Ha. Akel Road. Living alone. Hallani. I moved out of Suva and into Singatoka to live with my parents, and as you can see, I'm like, it's still a mess. I haven't completely unpacked because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. And so, yeah, it's like a tricky situation at the moment because I really don't know what I'm gonna do. So I've been getting a lot of questions from people about how did I manage to do this? Why am I doing this? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I felt like I was in a good space to make the decision to like take a break from working. Why? Because I thought I've been with an organization for as long as I have. That was 8 years, and I thought, it's a good time to take a break and just spend the rest of the year just with family, with traveling maybe, and just taking it easy. And I felt like I owed it to myself. I felt like I've worked extremely hard. I've done traveled the South Pacific, traveled to places through work, which I'm forever grateful for. And I just felt like I needed that break. And I spoke to a few people who were like, it's good to take a break. There'll always be work. Now, when I was making the decision, I had to rethink quite a number of things, especially my living situation, because I lived in Suva for 10 plus years, and like by myself. And I loved my apartment, and so I had to make the decision that, that contributed towards my financial situation, which meant giving up my apartment. And then I thought, you know what, if I am taking this break, I might as well just move to Singatoka. I'm not looking, I did apply for a lot of things in terms of work, which I ended up, I'm sweating, it is hot. I did end up applying for a couple of things, a whole bunch of things. And then I just felt like the time wasn't right for me to get into more work, if I'm being honest. And so, I didn't take up more work. And then I thought, I can't stay in Suva. I can't, it'll cost me if I live in Suva, basically. So I thought, let me save that rent money and just move to Singatoka, be with my parents. I haven't lived at home in a long time. Maybe for 2 nights, a night, and then I'm back in Suva, back traveling for work. And so that decision was, I felt at peace with it. Now, we grew up being taught to be very independent as girls, and that's something I absolutely love about my parents. And then when I was talking to them, tossing up the idea that, hey, I might take a break and I might just move back to Singatoka. How do you guys feel about that? We have a family business. It's a very small scale business. And, while I'm on this break, I can help. And so I am sweating. It is hot in Singatoka, guys. Mom and dad were like, yeah, sure, move back. So I packed up everything. I packed up my life in Suva for the past 10 or what years that I've lived. And I moved back to Singatoka, to where I started off as a child. Well, not exactly as a child, but this is home to me, even though I wasn't born here. I've just been, taking it easy one day at a time. I get people asking me if I'm applying for jobs. I haven't at the moment. I know globally the job market is quite tough. I'm not too worried. I know I'm very confident of my skills and my capabilities, and I know that I will find the right thing at the right time when it's supposed to happen. That's what I always believe in. And in the meantime, if I'm able to help with my family business, I will. And that will be something fun and something different from what I've actually done. I am supposed to be getting ready for church. Having moved back home means Sundays is church time, but I'm still walking around the house doing absolutely nothing. So yeah, let's get ready and go to church.
So when his fellow servants saw what was done.
So if there's one thing I haven't changed, it's my morning routine. I decided that I will continue to work out in the mornings because of the simple fact that I prefer morning workouts. And I wanted to keep to my routine. I didn't want to change anything. I could have been sleeping into whenever, but I don't want to break this habit. I felt it's the only thing that's keeping me sane. So yeah. So just doing some final checks. So yeah, this is a big trip that I'm making to the other side of the world. I'm going to South America. Every time it comes up, my parents are like, what is going on? How? But really, it's I have to give credit to my friend. We've talked about this trip for a while, and we're actually making it happen finally, which is great. And it's come at a good time, especially when I'm trying to figure out what to do for the rest of the year and what perfect way to spend this break traveling, right? So I had to print everything old school style just in case. I need to still apply for my one of my visas in Bolivia. So yeah, it's like a whole trip across to so we're flying in from Nandi to LA, LA to Lima, and then getting on this bus and doing like a hop and hopping all the way to Bolivia, back again, then going on the Inca Trail to see Machu Picchu. It's one of the 7 wonders of the world, and I've been told that they are considering removing it from one of the wonders of the world or something like that. I'm carrying my trekking shoes in my carry-on and like a pair of clothes, change of clothes. In case my bag doesn't make it, at least I have my trekking shoes for the Inca Trail. And because these cost me. And because I'm supposed to be in my saving money phase. Because I'm not working at the moment. But I'm using my savings for this, so wish me luck. I'm not the bestest when it comes to... I'm bad with money, let's just say that. Just trying to figure out what else I need to pack. And then, yeah, leaving tomorrow. My mom has told me that she's not told me, she has instructed me that I need to check in with them every day. Just send a message or thumbs up that I'm okay, which is cute. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting remaining hours. I'm so excited.
पासपोर्ट है बैग में तुम्हारा
हाँ वो अभी चेक करा है